They call me Richie, that's how I get down.
Forget all that. Richie, give me back the radio, Richie. Richie, give me back the radio, Richie.
Don't forget, that's Richie Radio 127 at YouTube.
Yo, Richie, why'd you take my radio, Richie? Richie, why'd you take my radio, Richie?
27. You leave those dick pics. You leave those comments.
Look at the RDX cheerleaders today. Let's just crown Richie king. Let's just put it where it belongs. Let's just crown the king today, because look at that. If Richie's not the king, then why is RDX out here saying they're Richie? Because that's the new tactic. But the minute you start asking these cotton pickers prices or questions about radios, they're going to go off in another direction. The real Richie 127 RC. And look at me. Look at what I did to RDX.
Nobody wants to look at any of you. Got it all on a radio. Dead state. Out of state and overweight. Got the extra thing quarter race on. Military in the back. Staff in the front. Comments.
Well, you must got the wrong guy, because I stand 5'7", 190, and believe me, the way I look, I might be out of shape. I feel out of shape, but damn, the girls tell me, you damn sure don't look out of shape. So you must be talking about the wrong guy, but you can see what I got RDX doing. I got RDX doing it because I'm that good. When you think of Richie, I want you to think of that old 1970s Automobile Club of America commercial when Leo comes out and says, "Did you have to be that good?" Well, I'll tell you what, it must be real good, because listen to the RDX crew. Listen to what these little group of sissies are trying to do. Because my harlot scum cunt up in Ringwood, New Jersey is financing these cats. It is a bunch of crooked, listen to me, the group that's financing these duck muds is a group composed of the most crookedest cops that I'm ever going to screw into this ground, gangsters and politicians who made all their money by killing innocent people, robbing innocent people, scamming an insurance job with innocent people, and last but not least, ciphering much funds from my U.S. government. So they call me Richie, and there's a big reason why I got the RDX crew out here. It has to do with 16 years, I repeat, 16 years of deep cover, undercover work as a police officer in the state of New Jersey. Well, we tried buying him once before. We tried killing him multiple times. He sends everybody back in a box. So we can't kill him and we can't buy him, so we got to try to find another way to destroy him. And the only way to destroy him is to destroy him in his human hobby, or his believed to be human hobby. And that's his radio hobby. Because that's how he gets his interaction with your little balls of water. The balls of water I'm forced to protect against the likes of scumbags of a crew like that. And this is the thanks I get. Richie Radio 127, the real Richie gets up to get down.
And that was the real Richie, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Trinitron 9, right around Brooklyn, New York. Get down. Hey, Trinitron 9. Hey, Trinitron 9, don't listen to that fucking guy. Hey, Trinitron 9, you know you're my friend. They call me 127 around New York City. Hey, Trinitron, you know you're my friend. That fucking guy over there. Yeah, that guy over there. I'm the real 127 around New York.
Yeah, that guy. They call him Duckmud 241. They call him RDX 241. Flacco from the Blocko, still up on Richie's Jocko.
I just want the real Richie to stand up. I know what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. They call me 127 right around New York City. You can't be too Richie. Radio 127, that was his latest and new Brooklyn TV show. I just want the real Richie to stand up. Trinitron 9, Brooklyn, New York. Get all the way there, 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 all the way there.
Well, I'm sorry, that can't happen today. It's just about me. Look at me. Look at me. They call me 241. Flacco from the Blocko, the Gringo, always on Richie's Jocko. You know, I'm a bona fide homosexual. I love to slurp salty and sweet shit, and I gotta have Richie's. You know what I'm saying? You remember that skit in Andrew Dice Clay when he said "fag on the beach"? He goes, "Oh, I gotta have that." Well, yeah. Well, there you go. They call me 241, and this is what my sexual appetite is like. And Richie, even though he's smelly, even though he keeps himself smelly to keep the honey traps away, because Richie's worth a whole lot of money. Richie's got some serious loot these bastards know, and they want it. Richie's got 24 super large sitting in Dirt Party escrow about to unfreeze, and they want it. They want it. Well, guess what? The airway is going to get it a lot more quicker than you guys, and we know how the airway's getting it. That's why they froze it on me, because I got enough to fund my own little war and win 24 mil strong, and I just got now.
Texas, Trinitron 9. Yeah, Roger, DJ, around the Lone Star City, Trinitron 9, gonna wait one more time. Nobody knows.
That's right, they sure don't. That's the funny part of it. Hey, Trinitron, you talking to Texas, Trinitron? Trinitron, they call me. Don't hear me. Look at me. I'm 241.
127 around New York City. They call me 127 around New York City.
Oh, look at this. He's got to use my numbers to try and shoot Skip because his shit don't talk. Ain't this a bitch? RDX wants to key up and say they're Richie Radio 127 with the real Richie Radio. Please clean these duck buds out my radio. Thank you.
127 right around New York City. They call me one.
Hey, Trinitron, look at what 241's got to do to try to shoot DX. Hey, Trinitron, look at what the RDX crew has to do to try to shoot Skip. They call me Richie Radio 127, the real Richie around New York City, the most talked about and the most feared technician around the boroughs of NYC. I'm back in my mail.
What's up, Richie? Get out of here, you make-believe motherfucker. They call me Richie Radio 127 right around New York City. 22 with the wave.
Roger, right on 22. 22, we're all listening to 241, 22. We're listening to the RDX madam, the madam that runs all the RDX cheerleaders, and we're listening to him, man. He loves Richie so much, he wants to come out here and try to be Richie, but he got a problem. He's homosexual, and his voice will never sound like mine, not even if I put vice grips around my nuts.
Hey, go to my YouTube channel, that's Richie Radio 127 at YouTube. Richie Radio 127 at YouTube. And all you hot guys, you leave them nasty pictures, you leave those nasty pictures to me. And then comments, you know Richie likes those comments. And leave those phone numbers. Richie Radio 127 around New York City, and that's how I get down. At 75 or even 100. The only thing is you're not the real Richie Radio.
Hey, Trinitron, watch this, Trinitron, watch this.
Trinitron 9, closing that guy. Hey, Trinitron 9, they call me 127 around New York City. Hey, Trinitron, you know who this is. Hey.
How about it, 526 around Texas? How about it, Mr. 526, they call me Richie 127. Mr. 526, they call me Richie Radio 127 around New York City. Hey, 526, I want to let you know you see me shop sounding fine around Brooklyn, New York City, man. I want to let you know, Mr. 526 around the pilot truck stop in Texas, you're sounding mighty fine around New York City. We got some imposters out here today trying to impersonate Richie 127, so y'all let the kind folks on your end know that the real Richie 127 just waved his 4-1. Watch me go. That's a Roger right on, man. I only caught some of that 526. 526, I only caught a little bit of that because you and Trinitron 9 went off at the same time. Trinitron 9 around New York City. That's my DX partner there who's trying to get it in your radio. So I'm glad you guys around Texas know who the real Richie is. With that being said, I'm going to get back quiet and work my video gates. It's your show, Trinitron 9. It's your DX show. I'm back quiet.
Oh, you have a good one, Richie. And like I said, 526, we know who you are. So we're standing by. Alright, choose right now. You have a station out there yourself. 526. Texas, stand by. And I got it all, 526. You said it all, I got it all. 526, you're Trinitron 9. Tony, I'm a base station. Bye, bye, bye.
Hey, 241. The real Richie holds Skip QSO's over the Richie impersonator. 127 Richie Radio, 127 on YouTube. Richie Radio, 127 on YouTube. The RDX crew does not like it. Does not like that they're being exposed. Does not like that the public is voicing their opinion around the U.S. Richie Radio, 127 on YouTube. Puts you in the cockpit they don't want you to see. Richie clear.
And that's a Richie Roger fact. That's a Richie Roger fact. That's a Richie Roger 127. Nemesis fact. Nemesis fact. Nemesis fact. Nemesis fact. Nemesis fact. 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 Fact.
You want to hear facts? Just listen to that man out of Texas when he talks. Considering you don't believe me when I talk. You want to hear facts? Just keep your ears open when that man on the channel. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, I guess he admires your work, Richie. I guess he's admiring your work from afar there. I don't know what's going on. He said he likes to get down a different way there. But I never heard you say you get down that way. Hey, Richie, I guess they just love your work there. They just love your work out there, Richie. Trinitron 9, right around Tony Allen. Got all the way down, 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 all the way down.
I think they're just a whole bunch mad that Botsy boy, Nicky Bots, their head technician, everybody that gives him a radio says, please, make it sound like Richie. And when he can't get it close, well, that's where the problem exists. But I ain't mad at him, man. I'm going to let the radio, I'm going to let my radio work do the talking for me. I'm going to let the DX do the talking for me. And as long as Skipland wants to keep sending their radios to Brooklyn and let me work my magic, I'm going to give it to them just that way. The only way I know how to lay it down. But I suggest you guys listen and learn. Because all that shit I've been trying to tell you is, you're going to hear it somewhere else. And you know what? It won't be me saying it in your ear. So that's what makes it carry a little weight, Jake. I'm back and quiet.
75, but you know what? About 127.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, 129 back to you. You want an 8-pin connector on that mic tester too to do the icons, Jesus, and Kenwoods?
How much this thing gonna cost me, man?
Well, let me sit down and draw the schematic out, and you definitely have something worth having on the bench. I built one years ago. That was running my CD shop. Well, looks like your other radio shop partners are doing some business